Alright, so here I am at the table with After Us set up for the solo play. I will go over the rules briefly and then we'll get into it. So I am playing against the King of the Apes. These are the solo rules here I have off to the side just in case I need to check something. How this game is going to get played is we are going to go through it in rounds. And the difference between a solo and a multiplayer is typically you would go through these rounds simultaneously. And everyone's doing it at the same time, each phase. This time, however, the King of the Apes is going to go, and then I'll go. He'll go, I'll go, he'll go, I go. New round. So first thing that's going to happen is we're going to assemble the tribe. When he assembles his tribe, he is going to get 3 of each of the resources, which is going to be flowers, fruits, and grains. Bam, bam, bam. And 2 energy. So that'll be off to his side as his supply. He will then draw his 4 cards. Based on what they are, determines on what he gets. If it's a tamarin, which the decks start off at all as tamarins, he will get whatever their rage discard bonus is, which I'll get into later. If it's one of these creatures, he's going to get what their token shows. So if he pulls up an orangutan, he's going to get 2 energy. A chimpanzee, he's going to get the resources on all of the tamarins again. And then the mandrill, he's going to get 2 points. This game is a race to 80 points between the 2 of us. So after he does that and assembles his things. Also, any apes he gets of level 1 or 2 is going to give him 3 and 6 points respectively. Next, I will then go. I will draw 4 cards and I'm going to assemble them in such they have cells on them, which you'll see. And I'm trying to complete those to gather resources and then turn those resources into energy or points, optimally points. However, when I get the resources, I'm going to take them from his supply first and then from the general supply. So that will be assembling the tribe. Next, we're going to go to attracting new apes. So they will look at which one that they can attract the highest level ape. To attract these apes, you need to spend 3 resources. This is flowers, fruit, or grains. The chimpanzees are 3 of the same, or 6 to get a level 2. Whatever ape they can select of the highest type, the highest level, 1 or 2, is the one they will choose. They will activate the ability on the top part of it, and then they'll attract it by spending the resources. If there's a tie, they'll go with the leftmost. I will then choose one of my discs to which one I want to attract and attempt to attract it. I also can then spend 2 energy to copy the effect, 2 of the same resources. 2 of the same resources to copy whatever disc they choose and play that out. Oh, yeah, it's right there on my other one. All right, and then we rest. During the rest, we can see we have this rage, and we can technically do this, I believe, any time in between the phases. If we have up to 4 rage, we can spend 4 rage to discard a card from the game and get the rage bonus indicator, which I will show you on the cards when I flip them. But that is what they'll do during their rest. They're going to see if they have 4 or more rage points. If they do, they'll discard cards. They're going to start with trying to get rid of the tamarins, and then they'll move on to level 1 apes and level 2. If there's a tie for which one they're going to go after, they discard the one that they drew last. Then they're going to see how much energy they have. If they have 5 energy, they're going to use the computer to score 5 points. These are available to me throughout the game. I can use this one in phase 1. Phase 1, this is any time between phase 1, 2, or 3. If I remember right, let me grab the book to make sure I use the correct wordage. So the mobile phone, I can spend 2 or 3 energy that before arranging my primate assembly, I can return one of them I just drew to the bottom of its deck and then draw a top card from any deck of my choice. So I can return a level 1 and draw a different level 1, or I can discard a level 2. And that'd be 2 or 3 points respectively. The pinball machine is 4 energy, and I can basically just draw a 5th card, so I have 5 cards to arrange instead of 4. And then that is just straight points. Alright, so once we rest, we then proceed to the next assembling of the tribe. When our decks run out, we shuffle up our discard and keep going like a deck builder. As I said, it's a race to 80 points. Whichever phase it happens, the game will end in that phase. So if by assembling their tribe, they got to 80 points, we finish the rest of phase 1, And then if I end up beating them, then I beat them. If I don't get to that 80 or past them, then I lose. That is basically the long and short of it. Like I said, this is similar to the multiplayer, except that they're playing, then I'm playing, they're playing, then I'm playing. Otherwise, everything happens simultaneously, and it's still a race to 80 points. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the assembling the tribe. So they are going to get 3 of each resource. We are probably going to eventually start cutting some of this other stuff out, just so you don't have to sit here as I do the same thing over and over board. So the chimpanzee technically doesn't have one, so he just gets whatever the resource I don't have out here, which I don't have the gorillas, so he's going to get the 3 grain. We then draw his 4 cards. This is the rage bonus up here, so he's going to get an energy. Oh, he got the 2 energy to begin with also. He gets the energy, 2 fruits, and a grain. Alright, so now we're into my assembling of the tribe. So I draw 4 cards and I arrange them. So this is kind of what I mean about the cells. And so I'm going to have to try and complete them. I'll be right back with those arranged. Alright, so we are set up. So we go across. So I get an energy. I get 2 grain. I get another energy. I get a... Oh, I'm supposed to be taking them from him. Let's restart that. I'm just so used to taking them from the supply. So we get an energy. We get 2 grain. We get another energy. We get a seed and a flower, or fruit and a flower. Another fruit and another flower. And another fruit. Alright, so now down we go into this row, and this is the row where you start converting stuff. So I can technically spend one of the orange, I keep forgetting their name, one of the flowers, fruits, because it looks like a fruit. One of the fruits to get a point. Over here I can spend a grain and a battery to get a point. 2 fruits for a point, and this one isn't completed, so I can't do anything. So obviously I'm not going to want to do this. If I was going to get a point anywhere, I'd go here. I think I'm going to hold off, though, because I want to start getting some other monkeys, and you need 3 to buy one. So I'm not going to do that one. I think I will spend a grain and a battery to get a point. There I go. Off and running. I'm going to skip that, and there's that. So we have assembled the tribe. Now, attracting new apes. Well, I already know I'm going with orangutan, so I'm going to put mine down first. He's going to look. What can he attract an ape? Yes, he can attract an orangutan 10 of the 3rd level. So he's going to activate his ape here, which will give him 2 energy, as denoted on top. Yep, so if he doesn't know what to do, there we go. So he's chosen his disc, so he will now spend these 3 fruits, gets the top orangutan, and it goes to the top of the deck. Then it is my turn. So I am also choosing the orangutan, so I do get 2 energy as well. I could do that, and that way I have enough for the computer. You know what we are? We're going to spend our 2 flowers to copy his orangutan, which gives me 2 energy. I am now going to spend my 3 fruits to get an orangutan, which are they are good at getting energy. The mandrills are good at points. The gorillas are all rage, and the monkey or the chimpanzees let you redo a frame. So that's the one I get. And if you notice, they have a higher rage bonus. So this goes on top of my deck like such. There we go. So now we go into resting. So during resting, he is going to check to see if he has rage. He has no rage. He's going to see if he has 5 or more energy. He does not. So his just go into his discard pile. As such, I'm actually going to hold on to that energy, even though I could trigger the computer, because maybe I might want an extra card or to swap a card out at some point here soon. More likely to be adding a card. So these all go to my discard pile. And now we repeat. So we are going to start with assembling the tribe. I will get his stuff all set up here. Alright, so I've given him his 3 of each resource. I've given him his 2 energy. He flipped these over. So it's a level 1, so he gets 3 points. 1, 2, 3 points. We then give him this. And in addition, he also gets what's listed up here, so he gets 2 more energy. So he has a lot of energy. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stack that as 5, because if he has all that left over, he's going to trigger the computer. And then I gave him his Tamarin things. So that is his. I'll flip over mine, and then we will come back with them being arranged in the order with which I want them arranged. Alright, so I think this is what I'm going to go with. So we get a flower, a fruit, 2 grain, a flower, a battery, and 2 more fruit. So we have all of that right now. We go into the next row. So that is just a straight point. Now I can spend 1 and 1 to get a point. I'm not going to do that. I can spend 2 grain for a point. I'm not going to do that. I can spend 2 flowers for 2 points. We're going to do that. Coming down here, and that gives me an energy. So I have lots of energy. So let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to spend the 5 and trigger that to get the 5 points. Like so. Alright, so that is assembling the tribe. Done. Now we get to attract new apes. So we're going to look at this. They can attract a chimpanzee or a mandrill. They go to the left, so they're going to attract a chimpanzee. This gives them all of the rage bonuses here again. So a seed, another battery, and another flower. So now they'll spend their 3, because they don't quite have 6, to get that chimpanzee, or the gorilla. No, it is a chimpanzee. Pretty sure. Yeah, if it's the chimpanzee, he gets the chimpanzee. So grab that bottom one, goes on top of his deck. That should be it for theirs. So if I choose the chimpanzee, I basically can redo one of these down here if I wanted. That would cost me 2 of the same resource. I'm trying to decide if I want to get a chimpanzee or a gorilla. A gorilla would help me start whittling down my deck. So I think we're going to do a chimpanzee on our own and not have to worry. Now we're going gorilla. Let's go gorilla. That gives me 2 rage. Rawr. I know I'm going to use those. We have this. You know what, let's go ahead and copy the chimpanzee to redo something. And we're going to grab these 2. Like that. And then we are going to buy us a level 1 gorilla. So as you see, he gets rage, and then this means 3 different monkeys out, which may or may not happen. We will see. So I've attracted a new ape, and now resting. They don't have enough rage. They do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy to spend for 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's that. They discard. I am also going to discard, like so. And it is time to get set up for the next round. Alright, gave him his resources, his energy. We drew. So we have 2 level 1 gorillas. So that's 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. So for the tamarins, he gets a flower and a grain. For the chimpanzee, he gets those again. A flower and a grain. So he is really big with resources right now. And for the orangutan, he gets 2 energy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll make the stack again because he may be triggering the computer again. The orangutan, being his focus, means that he's probably going to be doing the computer a lot. Whereas if he's a mandrill, he'd be getting a lot of point cards, that type of stuff. Alright, so we draw my two, my gorilla and my tamarin. We shuffle up my deck. And then we will draw two more cards. I did not leave myself with enough energy to draw an extra one, but I could maybe swap out my gorilla if I'm not happy with what I draw. And do we bring out the orangutan? We do not. Alright, well, let me get this figured out, and then we'll go on to the rest of this phase. Alright, so I think we're going to go like this. So we're going to get an energy. We're not going to get the grain. We're going to get a fruit. We do not have three different ones, so that doesn't trigger. We're going to grab two flowers. We're going to grab two grain. We're going to grab another energy. We do not get that because it is open. So this is where the solo is a little different. Is I probably maybe would have went slightly a different arrangement, except I was trying to take away enough from these, so he's hopefully not going to get a level 2. Unfortunately, he's going to get a level 2 mandrill. I didn't take away enough. Alright, we come down here for points. You know what? We are going to spend one for 1 point. That is open. That is open. This is an energy for a point. Sure. Energy, point. Coming down here, we can spend a fruit and an energy for 3 rage. 1, 2, 3 rage. That is a point, and then that is open. So that is my assembling the tribe. I am more likely going to get rid of one of these to get hopefully enough. It's not going to be able to help me get another level up, but we'll see what I end up grabbing. I might be grabbing a chimpanzee to increase the likelihood of me getting 3 different apes. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We are going to the attracting new apes. So that is 2, 4, 5. This is 2, 4, 6. So they're going to go with the mandrill. So they get 2 points. And then they're going to spend 2, 4, and 6 to get a level 2 mandrill, thus sealing my demise more than likely. I now go. Am I attracting new apes? I think I am going to go with a chimpanzee. Like so. And I can actually, you know what, I'm going to mimic this one, which gives me two grain. There we go, because now I have 6, and I can attract a high level of them. So let's go ahead and spend 2 of these to mimic that to get to 2 points. We are going to spend 6 of a kind to attract a level 2 chimpanzee. Look at all those things. That is pretty cool. And then let's go ahead and spend 1, 2, 3, 4 rage to get rid of one of these guys, and we're going to get rid of this one. And that's going to give me 1 battery. So that is removed from the game. I'm good now. So that was attracting new apes. I did all of his attracting. And now we go to rest. So he has 5 energy again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So he will do the computer and get 5 points. I am just going to do my little resting, and these go to the discard. This goes back. These go to their discard. And we'll set up for the new round here in a moment. Alright, so he's up. 3 of each. His initial 2 energy. He got 2 energy from these tamarins and a flower. This is going to give him 6 points for being a level 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then because it is a mandrill, it's 2. 1, 2. Alright. What am I going to get on here? I got my chimpanzee, a tamarin, and a tamarin. I don't have 4 energy, so I cannot grab a 5th card. So let me get arranged up. Alright, let's give this a try. So we get a grain, a flower, a fruit, a grain, a fruit, an energy, a flower, and a fruit. So this is all of our cool stuff so far. Now we go to the next row. That is open. This I can spend 2 for a point. I'm going to hold off on that. Then we can spend 2 for 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Done. We get a point. If we had 3 different apes, we would get 2 points. We do not. This is a open, open, open. I can spend 2 flowers to redo one of these frames. We are going to go ahead and redo this one to give me another fruit and another grain. Now we can spend an energy to redo one. We're going to do that. So give me another fruit and another grain. And that kind of depleted him, so that's going to be good. That is open, that is open. All right, attract new apes. He is going to be attracting a chimpanzee, which means he's going to redo all these, which gives him 2 energy and a flower. He gets the level 1 chimpanzee to the top of his deck, and that is it. My attracting of the apes. So I can get another gorilla or I can get another orangutan. I think we're going to go with another gorilla. So that is 1, 2 rage. Do I spend 2 of a resource to redo one of these? I think we are. I think we're going to go for we're attracting the gorilla, so let's spend 2 of these to mimic theirs, which is going to let me redo one of these. And I'm going to grab an energy and a flower. So I'm assuming I take it from them again. Energy and flower. So this is all part of the attracting new apes, and then I'm going to spend my 3. 1, 2, and 3 to go ahead and get another gorilla. He just gives me straight rage. I don't have to do anything for it. All right, attracting new apes. Resting. So now they do not have 5, so they do not get to trigger that. They don't have the rage, so they're just going to discard. I am also going to just discard because I don't have 5 energy either. All right, let's get set for the next round. All right, gave them their 3, gave them their 2 energy. He comes up, so they get 1, 2, 3 points. I then triggered him again, so he ended up getting 4 more fruit and 2 more grain. That is quite a bit. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I am actually going to spend my 4 energy because I want to see about getting a 5th card and seeing if I can get that one of the ones that needs the 3 different monkeys. So let's get these 3 different apes, I should say. Get these shuffled up and see if I am lucky or unlucky. And we are unlucky. But I still have 5 to figure out, so that may take me a little bit longer, so I'll be right back. All right, let's see how this plays out. 1 energy, a grain, a fruit, a flower, a grain, a fruit, a grain, a flower, an energy. So right now I have him down to 4 energy. 2 more fruits. Alrighty. So this is what I all got going on here. Cool. So there's my energy, there's my grains. Cool. So let's go down this row. I can turn a fruit in for a point. Let's see, I'm not going to have enough, it looks like, to get a level 2, so might as well. Try and catch up to him. 1 for a point. I get a point. I can spend a flower. You know, I'm going to save a flower because I want the mandrill, so I'm not, but that is 2 points. And I can spend there, so that'd be 4 points. You know what? Yep, forget them. That and that for 2 points. 1, 2. And then 2 more for 2 points. 1, 2. Come through here. 2 more rage. Nothing, nothing. Another energy. And nothing. Alright, so now we go into attracting new apes. They are attracting another orangutan, so they are going to get 2 energy. So they are going to be activating the computer. 1, 2, 3. Grab the top orangutan. Starts their draw pile. And that's it for attracting new apes. Over to me. What do I want to attract? Do I want to attract another chimpanzee or another orangutan? Or another gorilla and just go straight into the rage? Ragety, rage, rage, rage. I think we're going to go orangutan. So 2 energy. And they did the orangutan 2, right? I don't think I'm going to copy that. Let's go ahead and spend our 3 to get a level 1. There's that. Goes right there. And should I spend my energy? I'm going to save it to maybe do that 5th card thing again. Because now that I know that they're all in there. So that's all of my attracting of the apes. Resting. They do not have 4 rage. They're going to spend their 5 for 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I want to rage out and knock out one of these? Yeah, I think we're going to rage, spend our 4 again, and get rid of this one. Because I don't like its lineup on its card. Plus, maybe we can get a level 6 chimpanzee or gorilla next time. So there's that. And there's get discarded. Next round. Alright, so we have them set up. Gave them all their resources. They got 2 of each of those because of the chimpanzee. They're going to get 2 more energy because of Mr. Orangutan. There we go. And then they're going to get 3 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because they're 2 level 1s. The tutorial I watched that did this said an easy way to remember is 3 6 points. There we go. Alright, let's draw my 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think we're going to save our energy because I think I like this setup. So let's see how I can lay them out though. So I'm not sure if this is ideal, but this is what I'm going to go with because I don't want to bog down my mind too much. So it's fruit. I have 3 different. So that is a grain, it's a flower, a fruit, an energy, a grain, and a fruit. So I am currently set up decently to get a level 2 monkey, a gorilla. But they are more likely going to get a level 2 chimpanzee. So yeah, not ideal. Going through here, we're going to spend a flower and a battery. 2 points. So 2, 4, 6. I technically have 1 grain left over. I might want to maybe be... No, because if I redo anything, I'm just going to redo the points. So grain and flour for 2 points. 2 points. This is 2 of these. 1, 2, 3 points. A point. I have 3 different, so 1, 2 points. Coming down here. Oh, I spent that. I should have saved it for the rage. I wasn't even paying attention. So that's a point. Nothing. We'll spend a battery to redo one. We're just going to redo this to get 2 more points. 1, 2. This is a battery to redo. And 2 points. 1 and 2. Done. So far, so good. That's at 1. Alright. Now we get to attract the apes. They're going to attract the chimpanzee, which means they redo all this, so they get another grain and another fruit. I just want to double check, make sure it's not all of them. He collects resources indicated by the range symbols of all tamarins. Yep. Just making sure he didn't somehow get these and really get insanely high. Alright, so we are going to spend the 2, 4, and 6 to give him a level 2 chimpanzee. We have 6, so do we want to do the chimpanzee and redo something, or do we want to get the ragey gorilla? I think we're going to go chimpanzee. which lets us redo one. We are just going to go ahead and redo this one that gave us 2 points. 1, 2. Spend our 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6 to grab another level 2 chimpanzee. Yeah, look at those points on there. Alright. He's there. Resting. He does not have 5 energy, fortunately, so he doesn't do that. He doesn't have the rage. These get discarded. Mine get discarded. And then we set up for the next round. Alright, so we got them. I've given them all their resources, and they're going to get 9 points. So just when I caught up to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. And then 2 more batteries for him. Alrighty, so as you see, this game really ramps up as you're getting the monkeys and apes going. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war, and I think I'm happy with this, so we're going to get them lined up. So I don't think I'm going to get a ape this time, but we're going to grab some stuff. So let's grab a seed, a battery, a flower, fruit, seed, battery, fruit, and a flower, and that is it. So I might keep them for the orangutan. We'll see. I think I have some other stuff lined up for better to get points with. So going down here, spend 2 seeds for the 2 points. Well, they're going to be doing 2 points with him, so it doesn't really matter if I keep them. So there, 2 points. Spend 1, 1, 2, 3 points. Come across here, I don't have that. Come across here, I can spend a flower to redo one of them. Spend a flower to redo that one. 1, 2, 3 points. And that's it for those. So as you see, I don't really have much left. So we're doing attracting new apes. They're going to be attracting a mandrill. 2, 4, 6. 2 points. They spend 6. Get the top mandrill. Done. I am also going to choose the mandrill because I can't attract anything. That at least gives me 2 points. And I am keeping up with them. And then because I know they're about to, let's go and spend 2, 3, 4, 5 for the computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was their resting as well. I am now resting, so I'll be shuffling all the way up. Mine will be back here. Let's get them set up. We probably have 1, 2 rounds left at the most. Alright, so we've opened up all the resources. They got 3 tamarins this time, so that's helpful. But they did get him, which is 6 points, and then he triggers that, so 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so he is at 68, so he needs 12, or 67, 13 more points. I'm at 56, so 24. So he's 8 points ahead at this moment. He's possibly going to get 5 there, and we'll see what else happens. Let's hope I get a big round. We got a chimpanzee. Oh, come on. A third. Well, it's at least a third type, so I will be triggering that at a minimum. Let me get this arranged. This should hopefully be a good one. All right. We get a battery, 2 fruits, battery, grain, nothing, fruit, 2 batteries, and 2 more fruit. So I did take quite a bit from him. There's all that. Give me all my fruit. That can help me get a good old orangutan. Now we go through here to see if I want to do this. So, seed, battery, 2 points. I will spend 2 of these for 3 points. 1, 2, 3. That is a point. I have 3 different, so that's 1, 2 points. That is open. Coming down here, I'm going to spend a battery to redo this one so I can get those 2. And then I'm going to spend a battery to redo this one to get myself 2 points. And now I'm within a point of them. And I already know I'm going to be going after an orangutan. Alright, so where are they going to go? They 2, 4, 6. So they're going to activate this one, which gives them 2 points. 2, 4, 6. Gives them the top mandrill. So we know for sure they're going to be scoring 8 points next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So next turn probably is going to be the last turn, if I had to venture a guess. I'm attracting, so I get 2 from the orangutan. I am going to spend my 6 to grab that level 2. Done. Resting. They don't have rage. They don't have enough energy. Neither do I. So we are going to discard this. They discard theirs. Done. More than likely, the last setup. Alright, so here we are in phase 1. So they are going to get 6, 12, 15, 19 points. 1, 2, 12, 17, 18, 19. So they have triggered the end of the game. So I have until the end of this phase, if I remember correctly, to catch up to them. And the game ends after the phase in which a player. Yes, so I have until the end of this phase, so we are not attracting apes again. They do have all of their stuff. Let's see what I pull. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't look good for me. Let's see where we go. Alright, let's try this out. We get a battery, a fruit, a grain, a flower, a battery, a fruit, a grain. So I optimally want to end with at least 5 energy. So 2, 4. We optimally want to end with that. Let's start triggering this stuff. So I can spend 1 here, but I'm going to hold on to that because I don't want to spend it for the 1 point. Go to here. 1 and 1 is 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to save that because I want to spend this for the rage down here. Even though 3 points would probably be better, I think it's going to be a wash because I'm probably just going to rage out one of these. So yeah, let's just go ahead and spend it now. Because I don't need the seed for anything else. That and that for 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Could spend it there for 3, whichever. That is straight 2. 1, 2. Down here, not triggering that. That's a point. And 2 rage. And that's it. Alright. So we are at the end of the phase. Let me spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To get 5 points. So at least I made it to 80. So they beat me by 7 points. 87 to 80. That triggers the end of the game. So that was After Us solo version. I really do like it with the simultaneous play. It just plays quick and everyone's kind of doing their own little thing. And then you don't have as much downtime with the AP people because they're doing stuff as you're doing things. And I really do like the whole cell mechanism because it's like, ooh, move it here, there, moving around, trying to figure out which cells are going to work best together. Like when you can get these ones that just trigger stuff for free, that's really cool because I probably would have maybe thought about it more, done that, so that way I could have gotten those points. And the 3 rage to get rid of one of these for 3 more points. It wouldn't have really mattered though. I lost by 6. So anyways, again, that was After Us. Hope you enjoyed this. We probably have maybe 1 more week of this stuff. I'm not sure. I don't remember my schedule, even though I make it. Either way, enjoy. Go ahead and please subscribe, like, comment, share, ring the bell, and look in the description for a link to our Patreon or to check out our podcast wherever you do find podcasts. Have a good day and go out and monkey around now.